We have just discussed that water is very important for our body. Sorry. Our body also contains water in the form of blood, digestive juice, etc. So, there are water presence in our body in the form of blood, digestive juices, other fluids which are important in our body. So, water is there also. So, if you do not drink water, you will not get blood, you will not have that digestive juice. Digestive juice are those juices which help us to digest our food easily by our body and gets into the blood. Okay, we need to have that digestive juice. It is actually injected. When you come across your digestion, you will see that these digestive juice are already there in our body, which are thrown from those glands which are present in our body into that food that we eat automatically. Yes, as they enter, these juices are injected, which helps the body to be in that form, which helps the blood to dissolve and get that energy from that food. Lack of water does not let this work properly. So you may think, let's eat food. Food gives us energy, food gives us protein, food gives us so many things, and that's enough. No, our food has to be digested also. We just cannot eat one piece of meat or these beans or these pulses and just let it go. No, it has to be worked upon on it. First thing we chew, then we have this going inside alimentary canal, all that. Anyway, we'll study that in our other chapter, in our digestive chapter. But we need to understand here, to have a proper digestion, we have to have water in our system. Water also helps us to clear the waste in our digestive system. We do not, if that does not happen, if your waste is not taken out from your body, you will get stomach ache, you will have a lot of problems. There has to be exit out of. Sometimes you will see some of us get stomach ache. So your doctor or your parents or your teacher, they ask you, did you go to toilet in the morning? Okay, did you do your potty in the morning? So they ask you, because sometimes we get pain because we don't let that waste go out of our body in the form of potty, in the form of urine. Okay, this is important. That in the morning, we finish with our potty. Anyway, coming back to this, we do get some water in the food we eat. So we get water in the food we eat. Water is also present in certain food, especially juicy fruits and vegetables like cucumber and watermelon. Kheera, cucumber, rich in water. Watermelon, very rich in water. These should be eaten during the month of summers or when we have less water. Okay, they give us fruit juice. Okay, juice which are fruits which are very juicy. They need to be had. Oranges, grapes. Okay. Mango, lovely, summer has come, mango season is knocking. But that is not enough. We also need to drink more than 4 glasses of water every day. Children, how many glasses of water every day? Minimum 4 glasses. Adults, 8 glasses. We need to have 90%. Okay, 90% water. Okay, very important. It is said we cannot last longer. Suppose you compare with food intake and water intake. If you cannot eat food, you can last a little longer. But if you cannot get or drink water, you cannot last much longer. Okay, suppose 2 to 3 days or 3 to 4 days you cannot last without water, but without food you can at least go for 7 or 10 days. That is approximate estimate. So water is more important than food. in a way, okay. The part of the food that we cannot digest is called fiber or roughage. Please underline, important. The part of the food that we cannot digest is called fiber or roughage. It is found in vegetables, fruits, covering of cereals and pulses. Wheat, these cereals, okay, wheat, rice, they have a covering to their seed or the part that we eat. They have to be, they provide us roughage. Your pulses, your certain dals, your chickpeas, okay, chana dal, all that, they have some covering which gives us the roughage. It helps our body get rid of the waste matter easily so that our stomach remains clean. So they are important, okay. Why? Because they help our stomach to remain clean. Now, very important things which I need to tell you here is also this, that there are certain foods which have many nutrients. For example, milk. It has protein as well as fat as well as vitamin. So milk is a very good food. It has all these three: protein, your vitamins and your fat. Okay. Then there are milk has protein, fat and vitamins. Groundnuts have vitamins, fats and carbohydrates. So there are certain foods which have one or two more nutrients in it. Bananas have carbohydrates, minerals and vitamins, etc. Okay, so this needs to be marked. You can find this at the top, the bottom of page 11. When we eat whole pulses, we also eat the seed coat. The seed coat contains extra roughage. Pulses are your dal. There are certain dals which have a covering to it. Okay, that is called a whole pulse. When you remove that covering, when you remove that coat, then it is also eaten. Okay, but when we have them intact, when we have that coating, when we have that cover intact to that seed, then it is called whole pulse. Whole pulse. The seed coat contains extra roughage. Bread. Whole wheat bread has more roughage than the white bread. You can see there are now available. There are white breads, there are brown breads. So the whole wheat breads are more healthier because they have more roughage. And as you know, roughage helps us to remove the waste that we have, and it helps us to keep our stomach clean. Carrots, radish, apple, orange contain a lot of fiber. So you need to keep them in your diet. Get them into your salad. Get these carrot and radish and onions in your salad. Apples and orange, they are fruits, they can be eaten anytime. A balanced diet, very, very important part of this chapter. A balanced diet. A balanced diet. A diet which has all these food, groups of food, fats, carbohydrates, protein, vitamins, minerals, all in a certain amount. Nothing should be extra. Otherwise it imbalances. Okay? It has to be balanced. Balance means equal, good, fair enough. Okay? Balanced. Alright? So if something is extra or something is less, then it is not balanced. Your diet is what you eat every day. It may or may not be good enough for you. But a balanced diet is one which gives you all the nutrition you need in the right amount. In the right amount every in the right amount every day. Fruits and vegetables, milk and milk products, carbohydrates, fish, meat and eggs, all them, they have their own, they got their own nutritious values. They have to be there in a diet, but in a fixed amount, in a certain right amount. The diet you need is different from that of a baby or an old person. So what you eat in class 4 and 5, it's much different than what you used to eat when you were small as a baby, or when people grow old. Their diet is different than ours. Children at your age need more of proteins to grow and carbohydrates for energy to work and play. An old person does not need much energy. He or she, your grandma, your grandparents, don't need much of energy. So his or her diet should have less of carbohydrates and fats. They're not good basically if they are taken in excess for people who don't work much or don't move much. Your grandparents don't move much, okay, because of their old age. The diet of an adult person also depends on the kind of work he does. Adult like me, like your father, your mother, they all are adults. So even for us, there is a difference in the intake of the food. Okay, we cannot afford to have same kind of food. Alright, why? Because it depends upon the energy that we spend day-to-day work. If we are sitting in one office at one desk doing desk job, our mobility is not much, we are not spending energy, then we should eat less of carbohydrates and fats. But if we are continuously moving, suppose a coach is there who is coaching you on your field, on your athleticism, on your other games and sports, he needs to keep himself fit. He does a lot of running around, exercising with you. He has to have a good or fair amount or right amount of fat and carbohydrate. Underline please. People who do lots of physical work should include more of carbohydrates and fats in their diet. So if an adult is doing more of a physical work, then he should have a right amount of carbohydrates and fats. Those who sit and work should take less of energy giving foods. Those who sit and work, like I told you, desk job, office workers, bank people, okay, they just sit and do office work, they sign paper, they check paper, they write notes on paper, sitting, okay. They do not spend much of energy, so their diet should be less of carbohydrates and fats which give you energy. Vitamins and minerals are essential for all. All adults, everybody, small and big, small baby, you, your grandparents, adults of any work ethic, of any work style, they should all have vitamins. Small amount, yes. You can see, okay, you can see the different kind of work that we all have, different kind of adults that we have, people who are laborious, who do labor work, who are menial work, who have to use a lot of energy to pick up these bricks and place them and again put all that which is required to build a wall and buildings. Athletes who play football, running around, they do a lot of physical activities. Both these categories are doing a lot of excess physical activities. Sorry, they need to have carbohydrates and fats in the right amount. But here, old age, people who are sitting at home reading newspaper, magazine, not doing much of physical activity, people who had desk job, looking at the computer, doing their work on computer, they should have less of carbohydrates and fats. Yes, this is very interesting. Food for special occasion, Diwali, wow, birthday, wow, okay, all kind of different celebrations. We make special food, special. Food forms an important part of every special occasion. No occasions like festivals, birthdays or weddings are complete without food, isn't it? Even a simple housewarming ceremonies adds to the fun and festivity. Housewarming, when you shift into a new house, when you are blessed with a new house, you went and buying a plot of a bungalow or a flat, you need to ask, let your friends know, your parents know, your relatives know that I'm moving into a new house, I'm blessed with a new house, God has blessed me with this new house. So you want to celebrate it, you want to pray also. With God you have to thank God. So you have to do all that pujas. So all that is called housewarming. So during housewarming we make food and snacks and sweets. Different, so let's come to the activity here. Different people celebrate different festivals. Write down the names of festivals that you celebrate and name the special dishes prepared at that time. Okay, so most of you, all of us rather, we have different religion, we belong to different religion, we celebrate different festivals. So you can choose your festival and write what is cooked in your house. Okay, like your chat. Okay, we have tekwas made. Okay, in Diwali or in Holi we have this dahi vada made. Okay, Diwali sweets are there. Okay, Punjabis